The 20-year-old accused of pulling off a $230 million crypto heist. There are rich people, there are crypto-rich people, and then there are people who allegedly wake up one morning and decide to play Grand Theft Auto Bitcoin Edition in real life. Imagine being 20 years old and suddenly living like a rap video director lost control of the budget. Luxury Lamborghinis, Miami mansions, designer handbags worth more than some people's yearly salaries, nightclubs getting sprayed with money like someone accidentally turned on the unlimited funds cheat code. That, according to U.S. prosecutors, is the bizarre story surrounding Malone Lam, a Singaporean young man accused of helping orchestrate one of the largest crypto thefts from a single victim in American history. And the craziest part? Authorities say the whole thing didn't start with hacking some ultra-secure government server or cracking impossible codes like a Hollywood cybercriminal. It allegedly started with something far simpler: a phone call. From tourist to international headlines. According to court documents, Malone Lam arrived in the United States in October 2023 under the Visa Waiver Program, which allows tourists to stay in America for up to 90 days without a visa. Simple enough, but prosecutors say Lam stayed far longer than allowed. More than a year later, he was reportedly still moving between flashy locations like Los Angeles and Miami, despite allegedly having no permanent residence, no employment, and no legal immigration status in the country. On paper, he looked like a drifter. In reality, investigators believe he was moving through elite crypto circles while preparing for a massive scam operation. Online, Lam allegedly used aliases including Anne Hathaway and $$$$$, because apparently modern cybercrime now sounds like a weird celebrity fan club mixed with SoundCloud rap usernames. His alleged accomplice, John Dale Serrano, reportedly went by the name Versace God. Honestly, if your financial advisor introduces himself as Versace God, that should probably be the first warning sign. The perfect target. Prosecutors say Lam and Serrano deliberately targeted a wealthy early Bitcoin investor in Washington, D.C., someone with a large crypto fortune built in the early days of the industry. Rather than using brute force hacking, authorities describe the operation as sophisticated social engineering, essentially psychological manipulation aimed at exploiting trust instead of breaking systems. The alleged scam relied heavily on fear tactics, including fake security alerts claiming suspicious logins and account breaches. These notifications were made to look legitimate using VPNs and proxy services, creating the illusion of overseas attacks. And once the victim was emotionally overwhelmed, Lam and Serrano allegedly made their move. "Hello, sir, this is Google support." On August 18th, prosecutors say Lam and Serrano called the victim pretending to be members of Google's support team. They allegedly told him hackers were attempting to compromise his account and that immediate action was necessary to secure it. The victim, believing he was talking to legitimate support personnel, reportedly handed over security verification codes. That was the first crack in the wall. Once inside, investigators say Lam accessed the victim's Gmail and OneDrive accounts, where sensitive crypto-related records were stored, including information connected to Gemini, the cryptocurrency exchange. But they still weren't done. To make the scam even more convincing, prosecutors say the pair escalated the operation. Soon after, they allegedly called the victim again, this time pretending to be members of Gemini's security team. The performance continued. They convinced the victim his cryptocurrency accounts had been compromised and instructed him to transfer around $3 million worth of crypto into what he believed was a secure wallet. According to authorities, that wallet was actually controlled by Lam.
Then came the move that changed everything. The victim was allegedly persuaded to download remote desktop software under the guise of security protection. That decision gave the accused real-time access to his computer. And while Serrano allegedly kept the victim distracted on the phone, prosecutors say Lamb searched through files on the computer looking for private Bitcoin keys. It was basically digital pickpocketing happening live while the victim unknowingly held the door open. Authorities claim the pair gained access to more than 4,100 Bitcoin. At the time, that stash was worth over $230 million US. Yes, $230 million. That's not a scam anymore. That's a blockbuster movie budget. Investigators reportedly recovered screen recordings and chat evidence allegedly showing the operation unfolding step by step, with usernames linked to Lamb and Serrano appearing during the process. Spending money like the world was ending. After allegedly stealing the funds, Lamb and Serrano reportedly tried to hide the money through crypto mixers, peel chains, exchanges, and multiple wallets. But while the laundering may have been complex, their spending was anything but discreet. Investigators say Lamb splurged on 31 luxury cars, including Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Porsches, some worth millions each, with dozens still unaccounted for. He also allegedly rented high-end homes in Miami and Los Angeles, including properties on Hibiscus Island, with rents reaching tens of thousands of dollars per month. The spending extended to nightlife as well, with reports claiming up to $500,000 was burned in a single night at clubs. It was a rapid, extravagant spree that eventually helped draw attention to the alleged operation. The fall came fast. But as history keeps proving, flashy spending tends to attract attention, and federal investigators were already closing in. On September 18th, exactly a month after the alleged theft, Serrano was arrested at Los Angeles International Airport after returning from the Maldives with his girlfriend. According to reports, the girlfriend warned Lamb immediately after the arrest. Lamb allegedly reacted by deleting his Telegram account the very same day. Too late. Authorities soon arrested him in Miami. The FBI reportedly raided luxury waterfront properties connected to the case and seized expensive watches, luxury cars, and other assets. The lifestyle that had exploded overnight came crashing down almost as quickly. The charges and the future ahead. Lamb has since been charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering. He appeared before a judge in Washington, D.C., where he requested a speedy trial, meaning he did not want the case delayed indefinitely. His attorney, Scott Armstrong, stated, "Mr. Lamb is 20 years old and unfortunately caught up in a very complicated case. We will vigorously defend him." Lamb is currently being held in Virginia pending further court proceedings, and the stakes are enormous. For each offense, he reportedly faces up to 20 years in prison, along with potential fines reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars, possibly even double the alleged financial gains from the operation. The bigger lesson behind the madness. What makes this story especially unsettling isn't the scale of the money, it's how ordinary the method allegedly was. No advanced hacking or cinematic cyber skills, just manipulation built on fear, trust, and urgency. That's the power of social engineering. Instead of breaking into systems, the scammers allegedly tricked the victim into opening the door himself. In today's digital world where fortunes exist online, a single phone call can change everything. The case of Malone Lamb reflects a fast and dramatic rise and fall, blending crypto wealth, luxury excess, and alleged cybercrime. One moment it's Miami nightlife and lavish spending, the next, federal custody and a looming trial. The key takeaway is simple. Many of the biggest scams don't begin with hacking, they begin with a conversation. And there you have it, the unbelievable story of Malone Lamb and the alleged $230 million crypto heist that shocked America. From luxury cars and celebrity-style mansions to federal raids and courtroom appearances. This case feels less like reality and more like a Netflix crime thriller that somehow escaped into real life. If you enjoyed this breakdown, Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more wild stories about crime, money, power, and the internet's darkest corners.